So in the first part, you came to know regarding the basics of transient conditions. So here, let us look at the procedures which is used to evaluate the initial conditions. So they may ask you to find the or evaluate the initial conditions at t is equal to 0 plus. You know that 0 plus means the time after the switch is closed, the immediate time after the switch is closed. So when you are asked to evaluate at this condition, what you need to do is, if there is an inductor, okay, if there is an inductor in the circuit, it has to be replaced by the open circuit. Okay, open circuit means there will be no connection in the circuit. This is your open circuit. It has to be replaced by the open circuit. If at all, okay, if at all this inductor has past history and if it was carrying current, then what we need to do, we need to replace this by what? A current. Okay, we need to replace this by current source. Okay. uh, Similarly, if you are having a capacitor in the circuit, okay, if you are having the capacitor in the circuit and if you are evaluating at time is equal to 0 plus, then this capacitor has to be replaced by a short circuit. Okay, it has to be replaced by short circuit. And if this capacitor is having some history and if it is carrying some voltage, then this has to be replaced by voltage source V naught. Okay, the voltage source V naught, which is given by Q naught by C. Okay, where Q naught is the initial charge which is present. Okay, then if there is a resistor in the circuit, okay, if there is a resistor in the circuit and if you are asked to evaluate at t is equal to 0 plus, you need not replace resistor with anything. Okay, you keep the resistor as it is, there will be no change. Okay, these are the things which you need to keep in mind while solving the problems. Okay, now you may be asked to find the derivative of the variables. Then what we need to do, we need to take the derivative. It may be first order derivative or it may be second order derivative. Okay, so you need to take first order derivative or second order derivative. So these are the basic things which should be aware of. Okay, so with this concepts, let us try to solve the problem. So here, just look at the problem over here. In the figure below, the switch S is closed at t is equal to 0. Find the initial condition I of 0 plus and derivative of I of 0 plus. So what they are saying is at t is equal to 0, the switch S is closed. You look over here, this is your voltage, this is your switch, the name of the switch is what? S. Okay, and it is closed at time t is equal to 0. Then what we need to find out? We need to find out the current I. At what time? Immediately after the switch is closed. Then what we need to find? We need to find the derivative of this current. Okay, derivative of the current, that is I of O plus. So these are the two things which you need to find out. And so what we need to do is, first at t is equal to 0 plus. Okay, at t is equal to 0 plus, so this is your solution. T is equal to 0 plus, we just need to replace this circuit by the equivalent circuit. So as I said, when the switch is closed, okay, when the switch is closed, so look over here, the switch is being closed. What happens when the switch is closed at t is equal to 0 plus? The inductor has to be replaced by what? Open circuit. The inductor has to be replaced by open circuit. So if it was carrying some current earlier, it could have been replaced by a current source. Okay, but they are not given any history of this inductor, so we need to replace the inductor by what? By open circuit. So inductor is replaced by open circuit. And resistor, in case of resistor, there will be no change, you will be keeping resistor as it is. Now look over here. So since there is an open circuit here, okay, the current cannot flow in the circuit. Okay, the for the flow of current, the circuit has to be a closed circuit. Since it is open circuit, the current cannot flow in the circuit. So what happens? So the current cannot flow. When does it doesn't flow? Whenever the switch is closed, it becomes open circuit, so the current cannot flow. So what is the value? I of 0 plus will be equal to 0. So the current I of 0 plus will be 0. So that is being given over here. Okay, we have found out one variable. Next is what? We need to find out the derivative of this. Okay, we need to find the derivative of this. In order to find the derivative, what we need to do? We need to apply Kirchhoff's voltage law to the circuit. We need to apply Kirchhoff's voltage law to this circuit. So let us apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law. So when you apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law, you just look over here. This is minus and this is plus. So the voltage over here is what? Minus V. We are starting from here. Next, when you come across the inductor, the voltage across the inductor is what? So that is plus L into di by dt. Okay, so this is the voltage across what? Inductor. Then the voltage across resistor is given by what? R plus R into I of t. So this is the voltage across resistor. So this is will be equal to what? 0. Okay. So this is the equation which you get after applying the KVL to the circuit. Now what we need to do? We need to evaluate at t is equal to 0 plus. Before this, let us take this V on one side. So when you take this V to the other side, what happens? It turns out to be a plus. So what is the equation now? V is equal to L into di by dt plus R into I of t. Okay, so this is your equation. Now we need to evaluate at what? At time t is equal to 0 plus. Okay, so what happens at time t is equal to 0 plus? So the current, this time becomes what? 0 plus. Here also you can replace this current. You can write this as what? I of t. Okay, derivative of I of t of t. So replace time with what? 0 plus. So what it will be? L in V equals L into d of I of what? T is replaced by what? 0 plus divided by dt plus R into I of 0 plus. Okay, so what is the value of current I of 0 plus? It is equal to what? 0. So what you can write over here? So V, so since this is I of 0 is 0, okay, so R into 0 will be 0. Okay, what is left? Only this much is left over. So d of I of 0 plus divided by dt will be equal to what? You take this L here equals V by L. So this is the required variable with which they have asked in the problem. So we have found out I of 0 plus, that is 0. Then we were asked to find d I of 0 plus divided by dt. So the value of that would be V by L. Okay, so this is regarding the first problem. Okay, you just understand the concept. Whenever the switch is closed, okay, the inductor will act as what? Open circuit, and resistor will remain as it is. Since it is an open circuit, the current cannot flow in the circuit, so it is made as 0. Then you apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law to the circuit and you substitute the value of the current. So this is regarding the first problem. Now let us consider the second problem. So here, in the network of the figure below, if t is equal to 0, switch K is closed, find the value of I di by dt and di square by dt square at t is equal to 0 plus. For the elements values as follows: V is equal to 1000 volts, R is equal to 1000 ohms, and L equals 1 Henry. So here they have given you the circuit. Okay, they have given you the circuit, and the name of the circuit is what? The name of the switch is what? K. Okay, earlier it was S. You may give any variable to the switch. Now the name of the switch is what? K. A switch is closed at what? Time t equals 0. The same condition, switch is closed at time t is equal to 0. We need to find the values of what? We need to find the values of di, and first derivative of this current I, and the second derivative. Okay, second derivative of this current I at what? At time t is equal to 0 plus. This is the thing which they are asked you to find out. Okay, and along with that they have given the values of what? Voltage, resistor, and the value of the inductor. Okay, and now let us solve this problem. So first thing what we need to do, when t equals 0, okay, when t equals 0, what happens? The switch would be closed. The switch is closed. Okay, whenever the switch is closed, resistance remains as it is. The resistance remains as it is. What we need to do, we need to check out the inductor. Whenever switch is closed at t is equal to 0 plus, the inductor acts as what? Open circuit. So the inductor should be replaced by what? Open circuit. So your inductor will be replaced by what? Open circuit. So we have done that over here. Okay, and now you find out the current. Okay, so you are asked to find the current, right? So we need to find out the current. Since it's an open circuit, so the current cannot flow. So what happens? Current at time 0 plus will be equal to what? 0. Okay, now we have found one variable which you were asked to find, that is current I of 0 plus, that will be equal to 0. Next is what? We need to find out the first derivative. Okay, di of 0 plus divided by dt, and then we need to find out what? D square I of 0 plus divided by dt square. So I have found one variable. Still you need to find out these two variables. Now in order to find di by, that is the first derivative, di by dt, what we need to do? We need to apply KVL to this circuit. So this is your minus and this is your plus. So, okay, the short length line will be considered as what? Negative, and the long length line will be considered as what? Positive. We start from here. So starting element is minus, so I take it as what? Minus 100 plus. Or the voltage across your resistor, the voltage across resistor would be what? R into I of t. Okay, plus what is the voltage across the inductor? It would be L into di of t divided by dt, which will be equal to 0. Okay, you take this minus 100 to the other end, so it would be what? 100 equals R into I of t plus L into derivative of current with respect to dt. Okay, so this is the first equation which you have got. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to evaluate this at time t is equal to 0 plus. We substitute the t by 0 plus. So what it turns out to be, 100 equals R into I of 0 plus plus L into derivative of I of 0 plus divided by dt. Okay, so what is your I of 0 plus? So that is given as what? 0. So this is what? 0. So 0 into anything will give you 0. So what is the term? Derivative of I of 0 plus divided by dt equals what? 100 divided by L. Okay, it will be 100 divided by 100 divided by L. So what is the value of L which they have given? L equals, look over here, the value of L is how much? 1 Henry. So substitute that value, so that would be equal to what? 100 divided by 1. So that would be what? 100. You need to write what? The unit for current. So it would be amperes. Or is the unit for time? It would be second. Okay, 100 amperes per second. So this is the value of what? Di of, that is the first derivative of current dt. So you have found out I of 0 plus and the first derivative of di of 0 plus divided by dt. Now what we need to find? We need to find out the second derivative of this. Okay, we need to find the second derivative of this. So in order to find the second derivative, you already have this equation, right? You already have this equation. Let us call this equation as equation number 2. This is the equation they have taken. Okay, so you perform the differentiation of this equation. So what happens? So you are having this equation, this is the equation. Perform the differentiation of this equation. So differentiation of constant gives you what? 0. So next is what? R into di of t divided by dt plus L into, so it is what? D square I of dt divided by dt square. So this is the second order derivative. Okay, so now replace t by what? 0 plus. Okay, so you need to replace this t by 0 plus. So 0 equals r into di of 0 plus divided by dt plus L into d square I of 0 plus divided by dt square. Now you are given the value of what? Resistance. What is the value of resistance? 1000 ohms, and the value of inductance is what? 1 Henry. So you can take this as, so what is the value of R? So it is 1000 ohms, and you found the value of that is first derivative of current. What was the first derivative of current? It was 100 amps. Okay, 100 plus, what is the value of L? L would be 1 Henry into d square I of 0 plus divided by dt square, and this will be equal to 0. Now you find the value of this, so it would be what? D square I of 0 plus divided by dt square equals this term. Let us move this term to the other end, so it becomes what? Minus, so this 10 in 10 can be written as what? 10 to the power of 5. 1 2 3 4 for the 5 zeros, so you can write this as minus 10 to the power of 5. So you're moving this to the left hand, so it becomes minus 10 to the power of 5. What is the unit? Again it is current, so it is ampere. What is the unit of time? Second. Okay, minus 10 to the power of 5 amperes per second. So this is your second derivative. So this is how we'll be solving the problem. Okay, first find the value of current at time 0 plus, and then you find the first derivative, and then you find the second derivative. So this is how we'll be solving the problem. Okay, so now let us consider the next problem. Okay, what's the problem? Consider RC circuit shown below. The switch S is closed at t equals 0, and assume that there is no initial charge in the capacitor. Find the initial condition I of 0 plus and derivative I of 0 plus with respect to time. That is first derivative. So what they are given? They are given RC circuit. Okay, earlier you seen how to solve RL circuit. There was a resistor and inductor. So here you are finding what? Resistor and capacitor, and the name of the switch is what? S. It is closed at time what? T equals 0. And you need to assume that there was no initial charge. What does it indicate? The capacitor is not having any history. Okay. So what we need to do? We need to find out at t is equal to 0 plus. What we need to find out? We need to find out the current at 0 plus and the first derivative of that current. Okay, these are the two things which they are asked in this problem. Okay, so you need to know that at time t is equal to 0, the capacitor will be replaced by what? A short circuit. Okay, inductor was replaced by what? Open circuit. The capacitor will be replaced by what? A short circuit. Okay, now let us solve this problem. So this is your circuit. Okay, this is your voltage source. Okay, this is your switch. At time t is equal to 0 plus, the equivalent circuit is what? Whenever the switch is closed, the capacitor should be replaced by what? A short circuit. Okay, the capacitor will be replaced by what? A short circuit. And resistor, there will be no change in the resistor. It is kept as it is. Okay, so this is your equivalent circuit. So what is the current which is flowing in this circuit? So current I, which is flowing at time 0 plus. What is the current? So current is nothing but it is flowing through the resistor. What is I? I is equal to V by R. So since there is only a resistor, you know that V equals I into R, and I is equal to what? V by R, since there is only resistor. Okay, what is the current? It is voltage divided by a resistor. What is the voltage? It is nothing but V of t. What is the resistor? R. So this is the current which is flowing at time 0 plus. I of 0 plus equals V of t by R. Okay, now we have found out the current I of 0 plus. What you need to find out? The first derivative of that. Okay, in order to find out the first derivative, what we need to do? We need to apply the KVL to this circuit. Okay, now let us apply the KVL to this circuit. So this is minus, this is plus. So minus V of t. What is the voltage across capacitor? The voltage across capacitor is given by 1 by C integration of I of t into dt. So earlier, if it was inductor, you are taking what? L into di by dt. Okay, if it is a capacitor, means the voltage across the capacitor will be 1 by C into integration of I of t into dt. Okay, plus what is the voltage across resistor? It is R into I of t will be equal to 0. I take this term to the other end, so it would be what? V of t equals R into I of t plus 1 by C integration of I of t into dt. Okay, so this is the equation. Okay, you can name this as equation number 1. So what we need to find out? First derivative at time is equal to what? 0 plus. So at time is equal to 0 plus. So what it would be? Time, we replace time by what? 0 plus equals R into I of 0 plus 1 by C integration of I of 0 plus into dt. Okay, and now perform differentiation. That is first order derivative. Derivative with respect to time. So voltage means what? It is a constant term. So there will be constant power supply delivered. The derivative of constant is what? The derivative of constant will always be what? 0. Okay, the derivative of constant will be 0. Since voltage is a constant which will be delivered, a constant power supply will be delivered. So the derivative of voltage would be 0. Okay, 0 equals, so R into, okay, R into derivative of this current I of 0 plus divided by dt plus 1 by C Next, d by dt of integration of I of 0 plus of dt. Okay, so what happens here? The derivative and integration gets cancelled since they are inverse of one another. So what is being left? 0 equals r into derivative, the first derivative of current plus I of t, that is I of t means I of 0 plus divided by c. I of 0 plus divided by c is left out. Okay, now what we need to find out? So your di of 0 plus divided by dt, okay, will be equal to minus of I of 0 plus divided by c r into c. So here this is the equation. Okay, and now you know the value for current at 0 plus, we have derived it earlier. This is the equation. You substitute this, okay, you substitute this over here, so then it turns out to be di of 0 plus divided by dt will be equal to what is the current at time t? It is v of t divided by r, so this is the substituted value, into 1 by rc. This is the rc, so that would be what? Minus v of t divided by r square into c. So minus v by, that is minus v of t divided by r square into c. So this is the first derivative term. Okay, so I have found out the first derivative and the current at the time 0 plus. So this is how we'll be solving the equation when the capacitor is present in the circuit. What is the difference? If it was an inductor, you are replacing that by open circuit. Since it's a capacitor, you are replacing by a short circuit, and the remaining thing remains the same. Okay, first we need to find out what current when the switch is closed. Then you find out the derivative. How do you find the derivative? First apply the KVL to the original circuit and find out the derivative, and with that you will be getting this equation. Okay, now let us consider the other problem. Now they are given the circuit. So here, so this is your voltage and this is the switch K, and there is a resistor and there is a capacitor. So what is the thing what we need to find out? At time t is equal to 0, we need to assume that the switch is closed, and we need to evaluate at time 0 plus. So at time is equal to 0 plus, the switch is closed. When the switch is closed, what happens to the capacitor? It is treated as a short circuit. Capacitor will be treated as a short circuit. So here we can find out the current. What is the current? What is the current which is flowing here? The current which is flowing here at time 0 plus would be equal to what? Voltage divided by resistance. Since there is only resistor, I is equal to V by R. Okay. What is the voltage which is given in the circuit? They are given that the voltage is 10 volts. Okay, so here they'll be giving it in the question that voltage is how much? 10. Okay, so the 10 volts is being given, and what is the value of resistance? It is 1000. Okay, the value of resistance is given as 1000. When you perform division, it is what? 0.01 amps. Okay, so this is the amount of current which is flowing the circuit at time 0 plus, that is after the switch is closed, immediate time after the switch is closed. So you found out the value of I of 0 plus. What is the next thing we need to find out? the first derivative of this. Okay, we need to find out the first derivative of this. In order to find the first derivative of this, what we need to do? First we need to apply the KVL to the circuit. Okay, so let us apply the KVL to this circuit. So what is that? This is minus plus, so you can write this as minus V plus, what is the voltage across the resistance? It is R into I of t, plus what is the voltage across the capacitor? It is 1 by C into 1 by C into integral. It is not derivative, it is integral. 1 by C into integral of I of t into dt. Okay, so this is the KVL, which will be equal to 0. So this is the KVL which you applied to the circuit. Next you move V to the other side. So this is what you can write this as V of t equals R into I of t plus 1 by C integration of I of t into dt. Now what we need to do? We need to find at time t is equal to 0 plus. So you replace t by 0 plus. V of 0 plus will be equal to R into I of 0 plus 1 by C into integral of I of 0 plus into dt. So you have found out the value of I of 0 plus. You are trying to find out the first derivative. So you derive, in order to find the derivative, you differentiate this. When you differentiate, the differentiation of constant is what? 0. Since voltage is constant, this value would be 0. So R into di of 0 plus divided by dt plus. What happens when you apply differentiation to this? Differentiation and integration gets cancelled. So that would be what? I of 0 plus divided by C. Okay. Now you need to find out the first derivative. So what we will be doing? So di of 0 plus divided by dt, we will be taking this on the other hand. So it is I of 0 plus divided by C. This R will be coming here, R into C. So you already found out the value for I of 0 plus. I of 0 plus is what? 0.01 amps. Okay, 0.01 amps. The value of resistance is how much? It is 1000, and the value of capacitance is given as let's look at the circuit, 1 microfarad. Okay, it is given as what? 1 microfarad, 1 into 10 to the power minus 6. So this turns out to be minus 10 amperes per second. Okay, so this is your first derivative. Okay, I of 0 plus divided by dt. So this is the thing which you have found out, I of 0 plus, and the first derivative of that would be minus 10 ampere per second. Now you are asked to find the second derivative. Okay, the second derivative of this. Okay, if you are asked to find the second derivative of this, so what we need to do? We need to derive this equation again. Okay, you treat this equation as equation 2. Okay, whatever you have got here, this is your equation. We treat this equation as equation 2 and try to derive that again. Okay, so you have found minus 10 ampere second is the value for what? D, the first derivative of current. Next, in order to find the second derivative of this, so you take this equation. Okay, you take this equation, let's take this equation. and derive this. Okay, we apply a derivation on this. Okay, that would be what? R into, so that is what? D square of I of 0 plus divided by dt square plus d by dt of, what is that? I of 0 plus divided by c. When you apply this, okay, what happens? The capacitance of 1 by c is constant, so I'll be taking this here. Okay, I'll be taking this as R into d of I of 0 plus divided by dt square plus 1 by c into derivative I of 0 plus divided by dt will be equal to 0. So take this term on the other side, so that would be di of 0 plus divided by dt square will be equal to minus of 1 by c derivative of I of 0 plus divided by dt. So this r comes here. So now, so this is d square, so this is d square, d square. So this is the value for what? D square I of 0 plus divided by dt square. You know the value of for R. Okay, R is how much? 1000 ohms. What is C? 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6. What is the first derivative of current which you have found out? So it is minus 10. Okay, into minus 10. So the answer for this is so this turns out to be 1 followed by 4 zeros ampere per second. So this is the value for what? D square I of 0 plus divided by dt square. Okay, so I found out I of 0 plus. Next, the first derivative of this current and the second derivative of this current. Okay, so this is how I will be solving the second derivative. Okay, just apply the derivative for the first derivative, that gives you the second derivative. Okay, now let us consider the next problem. Now look at this problem. So here both inductance and capacitance are present in the same circuit. Now let us look at this problem. Now what we need to find out? Current I, the first derivative and the second derivative. So the name of the switch is what? T. Okay, sorry, the name of the switch is what? K. Okay, the name of the switch is K and it is closed at time t is equal to 0. Initially inductor having 0 current and capacitor having 0 voltage. So what does it indicate? Inductor is carrying no current and capacitor is also carrying no voltage. Okay, now when you close the switch, what happens? Inductor should be replaced by open circuit and capacitor should be replaced by short circuit. So this is how you need to do that. Okay, it is shown over here. When the switch is closed, inductor is replaced by open circuit and capacitor is replaced by a short circuit. Now we need to find out the current. Okay, so when you do this, the current which is flowing when the switch is closed. Okay, since there is an open circuit, there will be no current flowing in the circuit, so the current is what? 0. Next, what we need to do? We need to find the derivative. In order to find the derivative, what we need to do? We need to apply KVL to the circuit. Just apply the KVL to the circuit. So this is minus and this is plus. So that is what? Minus V of t. What is the voltage across resistor? R into I of t plus what is the voltage across the inductor? L into di by dt. So let us consider this as What is the voltage across the capacitor? It would be 1 by C integration of I of t into dt. Okay, we take this equals 0. Equals 0. We take this voltage to the other end. So what it would be? V of t equals R into I of t plus L into di of t divided by dt plus 1 by C integration of I of t into dt. Okay. So now what we need to do? We need to find out at time t is equal to 0 plus. And substitute this at time t is equal to 0 plus. Okay. So at t is equal to 0 plus, okay, at t is equal to 0 plus, what happens is, let us substitute this, v of 0 plus equals r into I of 0 plus L into di of 0 plus divided by dt plus 1 by c integration of I of 0 plus into dt. Okay. Now you already know that I of 0 plus is 0, so we make this I of 0 plus as 0. So this I of 0 plus is 0. Okay, and they are given that charge across capacitor is 0. Okay, the charge across the capacitor is 0. So the charge in this capacitor is what? 0. So this is 0 and this is also 0. So what it would be? V of 0 plus equals, so this 0 into 0 is will be 0. So L into di of 0 plus divided by dt. Again this is 0, 0 into this, 0 integration of 0 will give you what? 0. Okay. Since capacitor is 0, 0 into this will give you 0. So what we need to find out? Derivative of I of 0 plus divided by dt. So this is the variable which we are trying to find out. It will be what? V of 0 plus divided by L. So you can also write this as what? That is V of t divided by L. So this is the required thing. It is what? Amperes per second. Okay. So what is the unit? It is current and time. So it is amperes per second. So we have found out the first derivative. The next, what we need to find out? We need to find the second derivative. Okay. In order to find the second derivative, the same thing. We consider this equation and apply the differentiation. Okay. Now we have found out this. So now you differentiate equation 1 with respect to t again. So this was the equation which you found out, right? So have to come here. So this was the equation which you written. So that is KVL equation. So that is what? V of t equals R into I of t plus L into di by dt plus 1 by c into integration of I of t into dt. So this was the first equation which you got by applying KVL to this circuit. You differentiate this again with respect to t. Okay, differentiation of voltage is what? 0. Next R into di of t divided by dt plus L into d square I of t divided by dt square plus 1 by c is constant. This gets integration differentiation gets cancelled, so it would be I of t. Okay, so what is your uh, value? So you can take this on one side and the other two things to the other side. So what happens here is, so here, so R into, so you have found the first derivative. Okay, first derivative is what? So that turns out to be V of t divided by L plus L into this of it divided by dt square plus 1 by c. What is the value of I of t? That would be 0. Okay, so this I of t, this is the value of I of t, would be what? 0. Okay, into 0. So this is the equation. Now you are interested in this value, so L into d square of I of t divided by dt square will be equal to, take this to the other end, minus R into V of t divided by L. So 1 by c into 0, since the value of current I at t is equal to 0 plus 0, so it is 0 into 0 becomes what? 0. Okay, now d square of I of t divided by dt square will be equal to what? Minus R V of t, that is V of t divided by, you take this L, so that would be L square. Okay, V of t divided by L square. So this is your second derivative of the current. So you have found out first derivative, so first you have found out the current, it was I of t. Next you have found out the first derivative of that, di of t divided by dt. So what is the value of that? So it is V of t divided by L. Next you have found out the second derivative of current, so that will be minus R V of t divided by L square. So this is how we will be solving the equation when both inductor and capacitor are given in the circuit. Now let us consider the next problem. They were given you the same circuit. Okay, I look over here, they have given you the same circuit. Now they have given you the values, C equals 1 microfarad and L equals 1 Henry. The same thing, what you will be doing, when the switch is closed, what happens to the capacitor? It behaves as a short circuit. What happens to the inductor? It behaves as a open circuit. What is the current at time 0 plus? So since it's an open circuit, current equals 0. Next what we need to do, we need to apply the KVL to the circuit. When you apply KVL to the circuit, what is that? So this is minus 100 plus, what is the voltage across this resistor? R into I of t plus, what is the voltage across the capacitor? 1 by C into integration of I of t into dt plus, what is the voltage across the inductor, so it is equal to L into di of t divided by dt, so that would be equal to 0. We take 100 to the other end, so that would be what? 100 equals r into I of t plus 1 by c into integration of I of t into dt plus L into di of t divided by dt. Now at time, first you need to find out what you need to substitute what the value at time t is equal to 0 plus. Okay, at t is equal to 0 plus, what happens? This is 100. What is the value of I of t? It is 0. So r into 0, okay, plus 1 by c, okay, it is 1 by c so 1 by c into integration. What is the current at 0 plus? It is again 0 plus L into di of t divided by dt. Okay, so these two terms get cancelled, so di by dt will be equal to what? 100 divided by L. What is the value of L? The value of L is given as 1 Henry, so it is 100 by 1, so it is 100 amps per second. Okay, so it is how much? 100 amps per second. So found out two quantities. One is I, and next is first derivative of I, so that is 100 amperes per second. Next, what we need to find out? We need to find out second derivative, d square I of t divided by dt square. How would you do that? You take the equation and apply the derivatives for this. Okay, what you will be doing? So this is your equation. Okay, you apply the second derivative. When you apply, I will just take so this is your equation which you got by applying KVL to this circuit. You derive this. Okay, you apply the differentiation this. If the derivative of voltage will be constant, equals what is the value of R? So that is R into di of t divided by dt plus 1 by c. Derivative and integration get cancelled, so it will be I of t divided by c plus L into d square I of t divided by dt square. Okay, so this is the equation which you will be getting. Okay, now we need to substitute the values for this. Okay, I just need to substitute the values for this. So look over here, this is the equation which you have got. You just need to substitute the values for this. Okay, so you know the first derivative. Okay, what was the first derivative here? It is 100 amps per second, and I of 0 is what? 0. Okay, so R into, so the first derivative value is what? 100 amperes per second. Next, what is I of t? It is 0, so 0 by c is 0 plus L into d square I of t divided by dt square, so that would be equal to 0. Okay, and now what we can do is d square I of t divided by dt square equals minus R into 100 divided by L. What is the value of resistance? It is given as 100, so it will be minus 100 into 100 divided by, what is the value of L? L is 1. Okay, so that will be minus 10,000 amperes per second. So this is your second derivative answer. So I found out I of 0 plus and you have found out first derivative, that is 100, and you have found out the second derivative, that is minus 10,000 ampere per second. So this is the solution when you are asked to find out I, first derivative and second derivative. Okay, so this completes this session. Let us consider